What's up guys, Paul here from e-commerce gold, and in this video I'm going to be doing a quick Shopify tutorial for you, specifically looking at how to create and edit your products. And when it comes to creating a product, I'm going to show you how to create a simple product, a product with variations, a virtual product, and a product with downloadable elements. So with the introduction out of the way, let's jump into my computer so I can get this tutorial started. Now the first thing you want to do is log into your Shopify dashboard. If you haven't already signed up with Shopify, I'll leave my partner link in the description below so you can go and sign up for yourself. But once you get into your dashboard, what you want to do is you want to navigate to the product section of the sidebar. And as you can see, I haven't created a product at the moment. So when you first log in, you won't have any products within your Shopify dashboard. There's no kind of demo content that Shopify auto loads for you. So what you want to do is click on the add product button, and it will bring up the add new product page, which is a single page layout, which really is easy to use. And for the simple product, I'm going to create a men's Seiko watch because I've been in the jewelry trade for quite a while, so it's not a surprise that I'm going to go for jewelry related things. So we start typing the title, so men's Seiko watch. And then you move on to your description, which I'm just going to fill out quickly, Seiko watch for men. Now, quick tip when you are filling out your product description is you haven't got much space in terms of real estate on your product page. So what you want to do is you want to create 2 to 3 sentences that give a good description of the product and also try and sell the product to the customer as well. Then list the most important, like 5-6 points in bullet point form below, because it's just easier for your customer to process that kind of information when it's quick, concise and detailed, rather than having blocks of text, because people just won't read through it. So quick tip for you there. Next thing you want to do is you want to add your media, and when it comes to media, what I mean is your product images. So I'm just going to add a picture of the men's watch. Now the first image here is your main product image. This is what's going to appear on your collections pages. If you want to add additional images, just click that second add media button here, and I'll just add a second picture, even though it's exactly the same. But as you can see, any additional images appear smaller, and it's this main image here, the big block here, which is your main featured image. Now if you want to add an alt tag to this image, what you do is just click on the image, click add alt text, then type in whatever you want to add. So we'll add men's Seiko watch. Now this alt tag tells Google what this picture is about, and if your picture doesn't display, this text is what will display so people can understand what that picture is meant to be. So we'll save the alt text, close that window, and the next thing you want to move on to is adding the price. Now a lot of people do get confused with this compare at price, and what this is for is if any of your products are on sale. So if we had this originally at £99 for example, you'd put £99 in there, and then if the sale price is £79, you'd enter that price in the main price. If your product's not on sale, just list your main price in this section here, so you'd put £99 in there. You can also add a cost per item, but that's not really relevant. It's better to do all your kind of cost analysis using external platforms and programs rather than Shopify. So the next thing you want to do is set up your inventory. So if you've got a stock keeping unit number, you enter that in there. If you've got a barcode, you'd enter that in there. If you have got a barcode, any kind of identification number, make sure you enter it in there, because Google will pick up on this when it's registering this item as a product. Then you can track quantity if you want to. So if you've got a set like quantity, you'd put say 5 for example. If you have unlimited stock of this, you just untick this box and it'll take away that for you, and it's basically you'll have unlimited amount available. So it's up to you if you want to track quantity or not, which I'll leave on for this. Then you go down to your shipping. If you've set up your shipping options and you've got one by weight, make sure you enter your weight in this section here, because then it will calculate the shipping accurately. Then if you're selling internationally, you want to fill out this section here. So you select your country of origin. So for me, that'd be here in the UK. Then enter your HS code here, so that it just helps the products get through the custom process a little bit simpler. So once you've done all that, you can then come down and edit your website SEO. Now you do want to do this if you want to increase the chances of your product ranking well. So you want to make sure that the page title is accurate, add a meta description, which is that short snippet that you see when you see a product or any kind of listing in Google search results. You want to enter that in here so that Google and other search engines can pick up on this information and display it and encourage people to click through onto your site. Because if you don't fill this out, they'll just take the snippet from your description box. So you want to make sure that this is optimized as much as you can. So then you scroll back up to the top and then enter a product type. So for this, I'd enter watch, and then you can add the watch, and then vendor, which is whoever the brand behind it is. So for this, it would be Seiko. Then collections, I'm going to cover that in another video, so I'm not going to go over that in this video. So that is how you set up a simple product. It really is simple to do, as the name says. But once you've set up this, once you've added all the things that you need, what you want to do is you want to go and click save. And what it'll do is add that product to your inventory. And when you go into all products, when it loads, you'll see that that product has been added. So that's how you add a simple product. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a product with variations. And as you can see, the add product button has moved to the top right hand side of your screen. Simply click the add product button and it will bring up the single page layout. And what we're going to do for this one is we're going to do men's signet rings. So let's start typing men's signet ring. Let's again add your description. So men's signet ring in various metals. Add your image. Now when you're doing products with variations, you don't have to fill out the pricing and inventory box, because you actually set that when you go and actually start creating your variations for the product. So you do want to set the shipping if you've got by weight or if you're sending internationally. But when you want to add variations to a product, what you want to do is click this checkbox here, and this will allow you to add options, and you can add up to 3 different options, and these are main options. So for this one, we'll do size, which you can do for rings. So we'll do M, N, and O. And when you type in what you want in within those options, just press the comma button and it will add that in to the options here. And when you want to add a second option, add another option, and we're going to do metal for this one. And we'll do sterling silver and yellow gold. And what you'll see is all these options will appear below. So you can see that we've got the ring size, so we've got size M with the sterling silver option. You can set the price for that. So we'll set the price at £25 and we'll have 2 of those in stock. And then you can add the SKU code if all of these individual variations have got their own SKU code. So what you want to do is go through and fill all this out. And when you've filled all this out, you want to then go in and edit the SEO for the site. Then go up and set the product type. So we're going to set rings for this one. And the vendor, we'll call it e-commerce gold, because it's come from me. So once you've done all that, simply click the save button and it will save all of these variations. So that is how you create a product with variations. Once again, it's really simple to do. So once you've done that, go back into your products menu and you'll see that there's 2 in stock for 6 variations, because I didn't go through and fill out the stock for each individual product, but that's what you want to do when you're setting it up for yourself. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to create a virtual product. Now, virtual products are anything that you sell online, but there's not a physical element that you need to ship to people, and there's not a downloadable element that people can download onto their devices. This is things like teaching or coaching or consulting, things like that, where people would buy it, but you then supply the service. So this is a good idea for service-based products. So we're going to go add product, and we're going to call this one men's jewelry coaching. I'm not sure any men would pay for jewelry coaching, but you never know. So we've got men's jewelry coaching. Then, as with all the other products, you'd fill out the description, add any product images you have, set the price for it. So we'll set that at £99. Once again, if this product is on sale, you'd enter the sale price under price and the original price under the compare at price. Now, when it comes to inventory, it very much does depend on the virtual product you're selling, whether you're actually going to have an inventory of it or not, because you might only be wanting to sell, say, 4 weeks of training a year, things like that. So if you have got a specific amount that you want to sell, you'd leave the inventory management on. If you want to sell unlimited amounts of this, then you just turn the track quantity option off. Now with a virtual product, what you'd do is you'd actually uncheck this box under the shipping section. So you would turn it into a virtual product, and what this does, it removes any of the shipping options from the checkout process, because it just leaves the billing address and the way for people to pay, because you're not actually physically delivering an item to the customer. So there's no point having the shipping process in place. So once you've unchecked that, add any variations that you want to add, go through, add the product type, add the vendor, and then click save, and that has created a virtual product for you. So we'll add that one, click on the save button, and when it saves, my computer's really slow today, and then we'll go back into all products, and as you see, men's jewelry coaching has appeared. Now, if you want to add a downloadable element to your virtual products, what you need to do is you need to install an app. So you go into the Shopify App Store and then you search for digital downloads. And there are quite a few options within the Shopify App Store, but most of these are paid when it comes to adding digital downloads, whereas Shopify have actually created their own one, which is free to use. So all you do is search for digital downloads, go onto the app, click add app, and it'll install it for you. And then when you want to add a downloadable element to your products, what you have to do is you have to go back in and edit that product, because I've already got this app installed, and when you go onto the add new product page, there's no option within here to actually add the downloadable element. What you have to do is you actually have to go in and edit the product once you've created it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back into men's jewelry coaching, and as you'll see, there's a few more options appear at the top, so you can duplicate this listing, you can preview it, but under the more actions drop down menu, you can add a digital attachment. So you click that button and it will bring up a new section, and what you can do is you can upload a file, and it will upload a file to that product. Now you can go in and change the settings on this, so it depends how you want to deliver this digital product to the customer. So if you go into settings, you can choose when you want this to appear. So you can have it so it's sent via an attachment, or you can have a download link displayed on the checkout page once the person's paid for it. It's completely up to you. So that is how you add a digital element to a virtual product, if you want to do that. But how do you go in and edit your products? Well, there's a couple of ways you can do it. So if we navigate back to the product section, if you go to the inventory section, you can actually quickly and easily update your quantity. So you could add, say, 3 products to that one, click save, and it'll update the quantity for you. Now there is a few more things you can do with this. So if you select these options and click the edit variants button, it'll bring up this bulk editor, and you can add sections, add fields from the create and edit product page into this bulk editor. And while this is okay, it doesn't give you as many options as you get in another bulk editor. So if we go back into products and go to the main product overview menu, select these 2 products and click the edit products button, it brings up, in my opinion, a much better bulk editor, because what you can do is you can add pretty much any field that appeared on the create product page, and this is really easy to configure. So if you wanted to bulk update your prices and your quantity, you just make sure that price is available there and click inventory quantity there to add that field. And then what you can do is you can quickly and easily go through, change the price, change the compare at price, and change the inventory quantity. This makes it really easy to edit your products in bulk. Now you can go in and edit products on a product by product basis if that's what you want to do, but this is the quickest and easiest way to go in and do this. The only reason I'd go back in and actually edit a product on an individual basis if I was changing the product description, that is the only way I'd do it. If I was editing the price or the inventory quantity, I would do it from these bulk editors. So that is how you create and edit products within Shopify. Hope you found this video helpful. If you have, please hit that like button and consider hitting that subscribe button as well. And thank you for watching. Stay awesome, and I'll see you all in the next video.